Hi everyone, Magnus here, and today I'm going to be playing some 10-minute rapid and analyzing live during the game, trying to share some of my thoughts so that you guys can understand what's going on when I'm playing my games, and hopefully you can try and take into account some of the similar thought processes, and these will help you out during your own games. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to look for a 10-minute rapid game. Sometimes this can take a little bit, but hopefully it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, we have a 2200 from Egypt. I'm playing the Sicilian. I'm going to be going for the Accelerated Dragon, which I will be releasing a video on shortly. Like this. You fight for the center for this d4 square. If they were to push, I would take. And the idea is that I want to get my Dragon Bishop out. So they're going for a kind of Marochi bind setup. And against this, I think it's more accurate to develop the knight first, trying to get their knight out. So I'm going to do that. The point is that I now don't really want them to play this move pawn to d4. Okay. I also want to get this d5 break myself so that I can try and trade off all these pawns and leave them with an isolated d pawn here. So take, let's just calculate for a second. Take, 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 take. It looks like I can execute pawn to d5 like this. Oops. This looks safe. And in Sicilians, if you can get this pawn to d5 push, generally black has completely equalized and is doing very well. I'm going to play bishop to e6 to defend my knight. Also threatening some ideas of taking this, which attacks the queen and would also attack the bishop. So it's a quick tactic there. Probably they're going to consider castling. Maybe they want to try and get their other bishop developed. Okay, let's go for some trades. And as you can see, let's just block this up. I've left them with an isolated queen's pawn, which is good. Castle as quick as possible. I can bring my rook to the e-file. The bishop can come to f6, and I really just want to clamp down. So let's bring the bishop up, put some pressure on the diagonal, take control of the center, and you really just want to try and clamp down, prevent this pawn from pushing forward. Okay. Queen d7 makes sense if I want to try and get a skewer. I could also take, bring my knight in, try and go for a fork here. So let's calculate. Take, queen d1. If I go rook e1, doesn't look too bad, doesn't look too good either. Let's say I go here, we'll get take, my bishop's hanging. So maybe I can trade the bishops, go rook e1, take, and I've got good pressure on this pawn here, which is nice. Could also go for a6, b5. Trying to kick this bishop off the defense of the pawn, trade the bishop, and then I can bring my own queen into the game, which was pretty good. There's this knight move here, get a really nice bishop. I think a6 probably makes the most sense. Trying to kick the bishop off, get the bishop to retreat. Okay, let's hit the bishop. They're attacking my pawn, but if they take it, I'll take their bishop, and if they take my rook, I'll take back, and that's 2 pieces for the rook, which is good. Right, let's take. and centralize the queen. Bring the queen in the middle, attacking the rook. Then I'll bring my rooks to the middle, try and get some pins. Black position's very harmonious. I have a nice pawn structure. That move looks fishy because it gives me the pawn, but obviously they want this pawn. I don't want them to have this pawn, of course, so just going to increase the pressure, put some pins on them, try and threaten this knight move. This knight move would now be deadly because after they take back with their knight, I would take with the pawn. This knight move still looks pretty deadly. Maybe not quite. Let's go for it though, because after I go here, I'm attacking their queen, so they have to take me. If they take me like with the knight, I win because I get a pin, and their bishop has to move. Actually, their bishop has to move, and it can go there. Then that would cover. But I can take back with the bishop, get a really nice outpost position, and I can still pressure the queen's pawn. And after this move, if they take this way, I can take here. Their knight takes. I can take back with the bishop. This knight move looks good. Okay. Yeah, so it takes with the pawn, they go bishop d2 probably. I mean, after the trade and rook e1, the position looks bad. Like, it really doesn't look good for black. But it's also not a knockout. I think I prefer keeping the positional benefits like this. Maybe I'll go for a rook stack down the middle. I like that. They might want to try and break out here on the queen side. I think that move makes sense. Yeah, they go for b4. I can play c4. Take. If I can get some kind of position like that, might not be too bad. I can also consider just developing the rook onto the same line as the queen. Yeah, I like keep the tension. I can maybe do rook lift this way, do rook lift that way. Try and stay flexible. Keep different lines open. If they take my pawn, I'll take with the rook. Pushing's now much stronger too, because takes can take with the rook. I've also got the rook supporting the passed pawn if I need it. Eventually the goal should be to win that pawn. So I can also consider moves like moving the rook here to put more pressure on the pawn. This rook here is loose as well. For starters, I am just threatening to take this pawn because there's an attack on the queen. So we'll see how they deal with this. Probably queen d2, if I had to guess. But queen d2, take, rook take, queen takes, you can't take with the queen, you take with the pawn. I play c4, you play here. I can push. Looks very, very scary. Have they just blundered a pawn? Take, pawn take. No, I can't sack the rook because they'll checkmate me. I can always just make some luft. Play a move like f6, h6. Could be good. Also take. Pawn take. c4. Okay, yeah, let's make some breathing room for the king. What about this? I'm gonna go rook e6. If they take, I'll take, like that, with some attacks on their weaknesses. I'm now looking at take, rook c1, queen takes a3. You can't take the bishop because there's a pin. Yeah, rook c1, queen a3. And I was looking at check. If I move the king, there's no queen check, which means you could take the bishop. So that's fine. What about rook g6? Threatens a checkmate. That's not very good. Yeah, let's trade pair of rooks. Try and get my queen in. There's a pin, so you can't take me if you check me like this. There's no check with the queen. I mean, it's fizzling out a little bit. I'm gonna have to do a bit of endgame grinding. Unfortunately, the more pieces get traded off. Actually, that's not. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but it feels like as more pieces are getting traded off, this pawn gets easier to defend here. Probably I should have tried to keep the knight on the board. Maybe that could have helped to attack it a little bit. But they still have a weakness here. And I've got majority on the queen side that I can try and push. Got to watch out for the time getting a little bit low here. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. If it gets below 1 minute, I might just have to start playing without commentating. We actually not quite. No, I was gonna say we are threatening to sack and then win the rook, but we're not because they'll check us. Okay, but I mean they've got to worry about this pawn. This pawn over here. I'm gonna take it. I'm coming over. I'm coming into your house, and I'm, you know, taking the jewelry. Okay. Check. Block. Take. No. Guess I'll just trade. Take the pawn. Try and get in on the back. Maybe I can move my king. But I've got 1 bar. That's really bad. Yeah. There's a fair chance I might just lose on time, but so let's try and keep the clocks relatively close. King h7 coming to me as a move right now. Can maybe get my king off the back rank. Start pushing my pawn. Let's just make a queen as quick as possible. Why not? You know, like if I can promote in the middle of the game, I'm gonna do it. Push, push. Let's make that queen. Okay. Play g6, cover up if they check me. I'm looking to check, push, push, make a queen. Also, their king's really airy, so if I can like try and get in with my own rook and queen, could be really deadly, for sure. Like for example, check here, check here. Ooh. Okay, this looks dangerous. Check. Because if they go back, I'm getting my queen in. If they go there, they go here, I'm getting my queen in. They go here, they get forked. That's GG. So yeah, their king got too airy after the loss of the f pawn. And they will be losing the rook. There might even be a checkmate, but when you see a free rook, there's no reason not to take it. Let's escort the pawn up the board, and that's a win. So it's nice. Wait, okay, let's push, make a queen. Probably they'll be resigning any second now. There we go. Okay, let's have a quick game review. I think that was a decent game. Definitely got a nice position against the IQP. I said a queen's pawn. We got the d5 break we wanted to execute. Just a really nice positional Sicilian. Once the queenside pawns got moving, it was really, really hard for white to play. Also, they had a weak king, so that's definitely helpful. Okay. So yeah, striking in the center with the Sicilian. Bishop c4. Defending with bishop to e6, setting up some tactics. Engine likes knight b6, hitting the bishop. I didn't really like the look of this. I thought it was unclear whether our bishop was going. Maybe it just wants bishop e7 castles, but I normally like to develop and defend rather. Actually, I guess queen b3. But queen b3, knight a5, queen b4. What bishop d7? Maybe queen a5, bishop d7 here. Something like takes. Maybe not even. Yeah, takes. Takes. a6. No. Maybe I'll just go like takes, takes, bring the knight back. Yeah, this is probably what the engine would have ended up with. I can definitely see queen b6 being an annoying move. So they didn't go for it. Yeah, bishop f6, looking to control this square here and try and restrict their movement by pressuring this pawn. Point of a6 was I wanted to go b5. Engine likes queen d7. I considered queen d7. The idea is you want to get the rook on this file, but I thought they would just probably trade. And I didn't like the fact that my queen had just moved twice when they would trade, and my queen would move once, and then I already have a6 to boost the b pawn. I can definitely understand that forcing the issue with queen d7 so that you can get this position right away, and with the instant clamp, good pressure here. Possibly the rook can come, not yet because they'll sack and mate. But yeah, I can definitely see rook d. Yeah, this looks really nice. This looks really nice. Wow, b5 is a mistake. I thought this position looked really good. Targeting the rook. If they move the rook back, I'm just gonna bring in here. They played b3. Interesting. And okay, it's apparently inaccurate. Oh, I guess yeah, they're not. Wait, what? This move doesn't make sense. Here, queen take. What does it want? Yeah, it just wants me to take on d3. Okay, that seems really weird for me to do. Okay, knight f5 isn't even showing up. Oh, this is the second best move. Engine likes bringing the rook here. I think that's a lot more natural, just to put some pressure on a center pawn. But I also think that knight d4 made sense, even though it says it's a mistake. It goes from like plus 0.6 to minus 0.6 to minus 0.5. I think this move made sense. I get a really comfortable endgame, like this, and if I can show you in the analysis here. This was the other line that I was looking at, and I didn't think that this was all that good. For they can just move the bishop somewhere. Yeah, I like this move, lining up with the queen again. It's always good to line up with the queen. Oh, f5. f5 to go f4 really quick. And let's say that they move the queen somewhere. Then I take the rook. And let's say you move the queen here, then I got... yeah. f5 was a nice tactical move. Trying to get quick f4. And if they can't go, they can't push their f pawn to stop, because I'll take the bishop. Yeah. Engine says queen d2 is the best try. Take. Yeah, I know I take on a2. Okay. No, I'm not too mad I missed that. At some point, you've just got to make some move. Rook e6 was to stack. I don't know why it says it's a mistake. It's like the second choice of the engine, but whatever. Yeah, queen b3, trying to invade the position. I won the pawn, which was nice. And then you just start pushing Barry. Barry goes down the board. Yeah, g6 cover up. And as you can see, their king is just super weak. If their king goes here, then you get the fork. And if their king were to go here, I would probably just go queen b2. Let's say that their king moved here. I'd have queen a1. King moves up. Rook comes in here. And, oh, wait, is that checkmate? No, that's not checkmate. Nah. Okay, I just take the queen. So yeah. Generally, fairly smooth game. I hope you enjoyed. It seems like a pretty solid example of sort of a Sicilian sideline played by White gone wrong. They try and get the Maroczy bind, but they weren't quite able to execute d4. So hope everyone learned something, and I'll see you next time. Bye.